What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Dre Streetz here with no edits. You know what I mean? Like and subscribe if you rocking with me, and hit the notification button. It should be right over here, or I don't know what the fuck that shit is for real. But if y'all rocking with me, go ahead and hit that shit. You know what I mean? Today I'm gonna be talking about 6 things that we need to learn or to remember on our journey to success. You know what I mean? They like you can use them like as affirmations, or you can use them as just things to keep you grounded in your everyday life, just to keep you on track, so that you can stay focused. You can get the most out of what it is that you're trying to do, just by remembering these few little steps. And I think it's about like I'm gonna do about 7 of them today. So y'all come and rock with me. So the first one that we're gonna do is you get what you ask for, and that basically means exactly what it says. We all have like dreams, goals, aspirations, type of things that we want to do in this life, and we just need to be very specific on the things that we want, because we end up getting exactly what we ask for. Sometimes we might not be exactly ready for the things that we ask for, so it's very vital that we be careful with the things that we say that we want. And sometimes, just thinking back to doing like vision boards and stuff like that, those things actually come through. Like, you actually write stuff down, and you focused on your focus, and you just like continue doing everything that you say you're gonna do, and you just knocking stuff out of the way. And like, you might have, last year you might have made a little vision board of some stuff that you had wanted, and you going along through your journey, go back to it, and you'll see it like, oh, I done did this, that, and the third. You feel me? I mean, it's because you were staying focused, and you knocked out, and you get what you asked for. So just remember that. Just remember that you get what you ask for. You know what I mean? And that is number 1 thing to remember on your journey to success, is to what? We get what we ask for. So we're going to go on to number 2, which goes along with number 1, and that is words are powerful. They really are. Words are very, very powerful. Like, remember, one of the first things that we learn to do as kids is to spell. You know what I mean? So we got to know that words have power. So you can think about the good things, or you can have bad things. Well, regardless, they have power. So with those power that you have a responsibility. You know what I mean? So you want to speak life into yourself, into those around you. You know what I mean? Negativity or negative words, you want to refrain from saying it, because you can put a spell on a person unknowingly, not even knowing, by just the things that you say. So we just lighten up on each other, or just know that your words have power. They're very powerful. So yeah, just focus and know that things you say have power, and you can direct them in certain ways, and you can use it for good, or you can use it for evil. And I would like to believe that the people who is listening to me are rocking with that good side, baby. So going on to the next thing is consistency is key. Consistency is key, and that's one of the 6 things to remember going along your journey or your road to success. consistency is key. The more consistent you stay with something, the more you'll see it grow. A lot of people who fail is due to their inconsistency. They never get to see what they had grow into something because they didn't take the time to be consistent with it. They didn't do it day in, day out. They didn't breathe, live. It wasn't blood, sweat, and tears with them. If they had passion, the air of their passion got knocked out. Somebody knocked the wind out of them. You know what I mean? Something happened along that journey where they stopped being consistent. But you guys, y'all gonna be consistent. Cause I know y'all some good people. Y'all gonna be consistent. So consistency is the key. I'm pretty sure anybody who ever started any type of business, for them to reach where they wanted to be, they had to keep doing, just like playing basketball or any sport. The more you do it, the better you get. Practice improves your skills, and consistency is basically practice. Being consistent in anything you're doing. I'm gonna be honest. And if you actually follow this and you've seen it in real time as I'm putting these videos out, you'll know from the first few videos I said how I was gonna be doing it. It was gonna be doing every day. Damn. For about 90 days. And for these last few days, I haven't necessarily even been on it. And it's not necessarily because I didn't want to. It's just life was happening. And I didn't have a plan written out. And I didn't have any outline of anything that I was actually talking about. So it was easy for me not to do it because the other things that I really needed to have, they became priority because I didn't prioritize as far as writing it down, having it down, making it easier for myself, making it flow throughout my day, other than me making it into a burden. You know what I mean? So I'm learning too. It's not like I'm perfect right now. But these are all the rough edges. That's why it's called no edits. You know what I mean? We're not editing none of the process, because this right here is a process. This is me trying different things, seeing what I like, what I don't like. Me putting all the things that I put out together and see what actually works for myself. You know what I mean? And I figure 90 days will be a good amount of time to actually see something. The first 30 days, I'll be able to see the analytics over those first 30 days and see what I did on certain days that gained certain type of growth, or not even necessarily the growth, because I'm going to probably do that for this next 30 days for after 60 days to actually see all this. This first is just me analyzing myself and see the things that I say. But I'm going to get into that a little later. But it's all about consistency. Just staying up, doing what you say you're going to do, and be on it every day. You know what I mean? It builds it builds character along the way just from being consistent. You will be surprised how many things change in your life just by you attempting to be more consistent. So we're going to go on to the fourth thing that you need to remember on your road or your journey to success. Okay? And it is okay to fail. Let me repeat it. It is okay to fail. There are lessons to be learned through failure. Failure is not a bad thing. It actually is one of the most important things to actually have to go through, because without failure, you would know nothing but winning. And if failure was to come about, you wouldn't know how to necessarily deal with it. Especially if you reached a high level without ever, you know what I mean? That's just like not disciplining the kid. Eventually you're going to run into problems later on. And it's the same thing. So, failure is okay. You know what I mean? Some of the most successful people have failed. Probably horribly, miserably. But it built the character in them to be the person they end up becoming. Those are some of the steps that they had to learn, to go through. They didn't skip any steps. I mean, that's why I say you skip the step, you skip the lesson. So, make sure you're there for all the steps. If you can watch from afar and see what someone else goes through, you don't have to put your hand on the top of the oven, or on the top of the stove to see that it's hot, because you seen somebody do it and burn the shit out of themselves, and you can just be close and feel the heat from it. So there's no need for you to see that it's hot by putting your whole hand on there and blister and keloid up for no reason. Don't make no sense. So it's okay to fail. And it's okay to watch the failure of others and learn from their mistakes. It puts you in a better mind state, because you know what's going to happen. If you decide to do certain things, it calls for failure. But do not be scared of that failure, because it's another lesson to be learned, and maybe you need to go through that lesson. But we're going to go on to what is this? The fifth thing you would need to remember on this journey / road to success. And that would be it. Face your fears and take action right now. I would hate for y'all to grow old and be that old man or that old woman who's always talking about what they could have been or what they would have been. You can't blame anyone from, if a person ain't holding you down, you can't say they're holding you back unless you take personal responsibility and say you allowed it. You know what I mean? This is your life. So, the longer you keep saying tomorrow never comes to a person who says tomorrow, because you can always say tomorrow. So tomorrow never really comes. You'll never see that tomorrow, because it's always going to be tomorrow. You know what I mean? So just realize that and do it today, because today is always here. If you live in the present, you always in the present. And that's where things happen. That's where you can create. That's where you can manifest. You have to be here right now. Don't get too lost in the past, and don't get too fixated on the future. You know what I mean? Be right here, right now, facing your fears and doing what it is that you want to do right now. Getting that shit right up off your chest, off your mind, and go out there and fucking fail a couple times. Bump your head, see that this shit ain't no game, and learn how to walk. You know what I mean? It's time for all of us to get on our shit, because I know that we can. We all out here trying to figure it out. Um, shit, it's gonna work. You just gotta stay on it. You gotta face those fears. You gotta do that shit now. Tomorrow never comes. Just remember that. Underline that shit. Put it in your... Tattoo that shit on your motherfucking forearm. Do what the fuck. I don't care. But just remember that. Just remember that. So, we're gonna go ahead and get into the 6th thing that you would want to remember on this journey or this road to success. You know what I mean? And that would be to stop trying to be different, because it looks inauthentic. Like, motherfuckers smell when you poop. Motherfuckers tell when you burping. Like, that. Like, don't nobody, like, just be you. People gonna love you. I promise you. You feel me? The people who talk shit, they love you too. Because, I promise you, the people who who really don't like you are not going to spend any time telling you how much they don't like you. So, just be you, because you are different. You are unique. We are all made unique. We all made unique. That's why we all need each other, because if we all unique, we damn near like different puzzle pieces. And the more people that come together, we all can see the bigger picture of what the fuck is going on. Period. And as soon as people understand that they can be themselves, and people will love them just like the other person who being themselves, you know what I mean, we'll get a lot further. Because we all on these roads. I mean, it ain't no formula to this shit, man. We can make what the fuck we want to make happen. We just gotta keep going. I know it get hard for us. I know this shit don't even seem like it's gonna work sometimes. Shit at the house happen. Shit in the streets happen. You know what I mean? Shit at school happen. Shit at work happen. Shit happen, period. But if you stay focused and you understand what it is that you want out of life, and regardless of what happens, you stay focused on your goals, I guarantee you're going to be successful. Because I'm going to be successful. I am successful. You know what I mean? And you just got to see it in yourself. You can't seek any validation from anybody but your creators. You don't need it. You become that. You become that validation that you need. You know what I mean? You know, like, if you was to think of, like, if it was a person who was out there who was like, if motherfuckers seen, this person seen my stuff and they liked it, I know I'm the shit. Like, you be that person for yourself, and I guarantee you, watch you how you start elevating. You got to be your biggest fan. You gotta hype you like nobody else will. You know what I mean? When you hype yourself, you know what I mean? Like, like you rocking and you living off your own energy at that time. Like, you are living and breathing it. You like eating and sleeping it. You feel me? You really doing that shit then. That's like one of the first signs that I feel like you is on that right track. You know what I mean? But we gonna get into the 7th, and I would say probably the most important thing to remember on your journey, on your road to success, is to evaluate yourself. Self-evaluation is very important, because if you can't keep it real with you, you're not gonna keep it real with me. You're not gonna keep it real with her. You're not gonna keep it real with them. You're not gonna keep it real with nobody. So everything starts with you. If you can keep it real with you, you have a better chance of you keeping it real with me. And I only fuck with people who can keep it real with themselves first. If you can keep it real with you, then I can fuck with you. Other than that, none of that shit. So it's like, when you evaluate yourself, you can grow. You know what I mean? Because you actually seeing yourself. Like, if you was to see yourself, like, if you was a character, or if you was a person on a TV show, would you like you? Like, that type of evaluation. Like actually monitoring you, like, things you done said, like how, like, you know what I mean? And it don't necessarily, you don't have to really do that on a deep scale to the point that you are like picking on your own self, like, to the extreme where, like, now you starting to like get depressed and shit, like start feeling bad about yourself. Nah, that's definitely not the route. Nah, that's not it. That's not it. I ain't talking about that. I ain't talking about shit like that. I'm talking about evaluating yourself for good. It's like making sure that you on the right track for what you said that you want to do. Just like, alright, this is how I evaluate myself. Now, like I say, if you've seen like my first few videos, I was talking about like this 90-day challenge, and what I basically plan on doing is, throughout this challenge, it's for myself, to actually like really like come up with a set style or a set way of how I want to do my YouTube channel. And basically, I'm getting the analytics for myself to see like what I did on certain days that I had better flowing videos. Just evaluating myself, knowing the things that I say a lot. Like, I say yeah, I mean a lot. I say like a lot. I say a lot. And just being conscious of those things, I could I could become better because I know that I'm saying those things now. So if I know that I'm saying them, I can avoid them probably more. And if I'm avoiding those words, then I'm saying more of the meaningful words. So if I subtract the things that I say that I don't like, I can add more of the things that I say I do like. And over a 90-day period, I might become like something that's really, really popping. Like maybe come up with some shit that ain't nobody thought of yet. And I'm like, shit, just start shooting up page, doing all type of numbers. And then I'm one step closer to actually building the audience that I want for the things that I want to do. Like, I mean, and I have an audience for my music. And I have an audience for my clothing, and then I can have an audience for my food. But first things first is to build an audience. If you don't have an audience, if you don't have any eyes on you, all those other things are just things. You know what I mean? You have no leverage. You have possibility, maybe great possibility, but without that, you don't really have that much leverage. So that concludes the things that you need to remember on your road or your journey to success. I really appreciate y'all rocking with me. 'Cause I'm tired, as you can see. You can see, if you like any of this video, please like, comment, share, tell a friend, tag a friend, whatever. Just rock with us. I mean, if you're already rocking with us. If you want to see more of this, hit the notification bell in the corner. It's somewhere on this motherfucker. It's over here, I think. Yeah, I think it's over here. You go over there and you see that motherfucker. It's a little bell. Hit that motherfucker. And every time I make something, you gonna see me pop up somewhere. And I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all have a great morning, noon, night, whatever time it might be we see it. Thanks again. Peace out.